because one has to enjoy the sunlight. Look at this. How nice is that? The weather, city, the birds are all flying around, so it's a nice day for a walk. And here we are. That over here is the Muck Museum, this one. And we are going into a little park. This is a small green area here called Stadtpark or City Park. And it's very nice to walk, so I'm gonna try to show you. That is what it looks like here. So there is not much going on yet with flowers, but at least the sun is out. It's about 10, 11 degrees, about that Celsius, and we're just taking a walk here. This little riverbed that you see over there, that is the Wien Fluss. It's called Wien Fluss, and it's basically just a little tiny river that goes through this park. And we're later going to see some cute little ducks and everything, because there are many birds who like the water in this park. So what can I tell you what is new? So there is a lot going on, as you know, with the year of the fire horse. Of course, things change fast, and most of these changes are not really, how do I say this? Not really pleasant. For example, here in Austria, if you're on welfare, you're gonna get even poorer than you were before. Oh, look at this, there's a squirrel. A squirrel live on cam. Look at this, it's going under the bin. It's going under the bin. It's afraid. Oh, there we go. Where is the squirrel? There it is. Look at that. The little squirrel. Yeah, they live here and they are searching for their food, which they were hiding. But they have to be very, very careful because there are a lot of crows in the sky and they like to eat them. So they are not alone here and they're permanently watched by the crows. So who do I see in the chat? I see Jack the Knife. Hello, Jack the Knife. I can see you. Then Jack the Knife schreibt, du bist Wienerin. Yes, I am Viennese, actually. And here is the squirrel. I think it's still searching for, it's searching for its food. They're so quick. Tiny and quick. Look at this, he's searching for his food. So yeah, that's true, I am Viennese because I have been born here and I live here. But it depends on what your personal idea is of being Viennese. I mean, the thing is that some people define being Viennese as having always lived here their entire life, especially their upbringing. But in my case, that wasn't so because I was brought up in Lower Austria. So I was in Wiener Neudorf when I was a kid. So let's see, where did the squirrel hide? Where did it hide? I can't see it any longer. Where is that squirrel? Anyway, what I wanted to tell you, oh, look at all these lovelocks now. Isn't that nice? Look at this. So there are even more of these lovelocks. So yeah, a lot of people here have put their name on this tiny little bridge. And under this bridge, there are the animals searching for the... Oh yeah, it's over there. Over there is the squirrel. I can see it now. It's going through rummaging through the bushes, trying to find its food. And all the people stare at it, and the squirrel goes, "Hey, do you have something to eat, guys?" So it's amazing how cute this is. Let's see if we can get it on cam. But I think it already ran. Did it run away? No, here it is. Here it is. Look. It's always running. It's always running. There we go. There we go. There it is. Look at this little buddy. It's so funny. He's hiding. Hiding. It's not very nice with so many people here for the squirrel, but at least the people scare away the birds which want to eat the squirrel. So it has one advantage here with the many people that walk around here. Now, what did I want to tell you? What I wanted to tell you is that some of these changes that have come with that year of the fire horse are not so pleasant. And one of them is that we have now got less welfare money. So people who are on welfare, sorry, a bee was just flying into my hair and getting stuck there. So people who are on welfare get 200 euros less now each month, and that's quite bad. Quite bad. So now you wonder, where should I take the 200 euros from? So let's see who's in the chat there. Who's in the chat? This is so tiny, I can't read it. Nopetalk.de. Niederösterreich, schreibt jemand. Hallo nach Niederösterreich. Sehr schön, euch hier im Chat zu sehen. About the welfare money. So yeah, they shortened it. It's now 200 euros less per month. And as you have already lived in poverty before, this is very hard to actually compensate. So how do you compensate for 200 missing euros each month? If you're in a situation like I am, where you do not get any employed work because you have 60% disability, then you don't really know how to compensate for that. So the money is just missing. Oh, look, there is a swan. How nice is that? There is a swan. Look at that, there is a swan. And there are the ducks. So I was thinking, where can I save some money? But I actually can't. I mean, wherever I save the money, it's still gonna be lack, because I could, stop going to my yoga class, but this is very detrimental to my health. So should I really save money in my health? I don't think it's smart. And then you can also think about, what else can I save at? I mean, I could stop having the internet at home, but if I don't have any internet at home, I can't do anything. Not even all the legal stuff, you can't access your anything is not accessible anymore if you don't have the internet at home. And besides, if I would drop the internet, I would only save 40 bucks a month. So how do I save 200 bucks a month if I don't have anything already? So if I'm already in poverty, how do you save? So I've been thinking back and forth, but whatever I do, it's just detrimental to my health. I mean, yeah, but at least here there is a swan, a very happy swan, a young one, still some grey feathers on him. And so somebody writes, warum sprichst du nicht Deutsch? Well, the reason why I don't speak German is because this channel is for English-speaking audiences. So I have two channels. The channel number one, which is called Tanja Marino Vienna, is for English-speaking audiences. So YouTube, the algorithm, hates it when you have two different languages on one channel. So I tried to make the channel Tanja Marino Vienna for English-speaking audiences, and the other channel, which is called Born in Vienna, is for German-speaking audiences, which is why I do speak German there. So it perfectly makes sense. You have two channels, you have two languages, and you try to keep them apart as much as possible, because otherwise the algorithm gives you bad juju. And nobody wants bad juju from the algorithm of YouTube. I already have enough bad juju because YouTube already banned one of the channels from monetization since a few years. So I work for it's a hobby, and you lose a lot of money because it costs you a lot, but it is still a hobby that makes you happy. It's something that fulfills your senses of creativity. You wanna create something. You can bring something into the world that makes the world a little nicer. Okay, and that is exactly what I love about doing YouTube, which is why I've been consistently doing it since 2019. So yeah, if I had these possibilities and abilities that I have now, like for example, editing easily with Wondershare Filmora and stuff like that. If I had this in 2015, you would have seen a channel that only revolves around my cats, because I had really cute cats which were babies when I got them, so you would have seen a channel having that. But as I got these abilities and these possibilities way later, this was not aligning temporarily. So now you have a channel showing bathing swans, and the other birds that are flying around here are the seagulls. So swans and seagulls and ducks we have here, and of course the pigeons and the crows. So there's a lot going on here. And on some days you can see cormorane. I don't know what is that cormoran in English. I forgot. You can tell me. Another water bird that likes to eat fish. So yeah, that's it from this little lake here. You can see that the swans are cleaning their feathers and everybody's happy because of the sun. So it's really nice, really nice. Okay. The swans are washing themselves here. Washing every single feather. It's so funny when they wash themselves. And the child, this one is the child and this one is the grown-up. So the child is repeating everything that the grown-up does. So cute. So yeah, in the sun it's really, really hot. I mean, I feel like it's 25 degrees in the sun, but as soon as the sun is gone or you're in the shade of a house or something, then it's already, the feeling is already at 7 degrees. So it's very much between hot and cold here. But you can see that nature is already awakening, and yeah, even the humans are awakening slowly. I mean, not all of them. Most of them are still asleep, as we know. But some humans do wake up to what's real. So, yeah, Jack the Knife schreibt Kormoran, aber vielleicht ist das wirklich dasselbe Wort. Maybe it's the same word in English, Kormoran, I don't know. Ooh, look at these beautiful feathers here, how nice. It's so cute. When they still have these gray feathers from being a baby, so this is obviously a teenager. So yeah, let's go for a little more of a walk, huh? So yeah, what are you guys doing on such a sunny day? What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, recently I tried to get new photos because I need new photos every year for the homepage, because when you have a set card you need new photos each year, because of course your figure changes, your body changes, sometimes you gain a little weight, sometimes you lose a little weight, and also over time you get wrinkles and gray hair and stuff, so they want to have photos which are from the current year, so they don't take any old photos. So yeah, I was trying to get new photos, but the photographer didn't show up to the appointment. So I was like, okay, I need photos, but anyways, I mean, at least I saved some money with him not showing up, but then I had to do photos by myself. So I had to take my mobile phone with which I'm doing this live stream now, and then make photos for myself or of myself with the 5-second timer. And of course these are not so great, because you always have the shadow of some kind of trunk from a tree on your face or somewhere on your body. So it's very hard to do shots here in nature that are actually good for showing on your homepage, right? So, but at least I tried, and one of those photos you see on this live stream as a thumbnail. So yeah, there is the next little bridge over there, and we can go have a look. So basically not much is new. This is what this park is called. It's called Stadtpark, just for you to know. And there is no biking and no playing soccer. And this one down there means be careful, because when there's a storm, the tree can fall onto your head. Isn't it funny that you have to tell people that they're, not intelligent enough to think ahead so far that when there's a storm, something can come from somewhere above you and hit you on the head. It's normal, right? So, yeah, this is the next little bridge I'm going to show you. And over there is a hotel. This is an intercontinental hotel. And all of this is styled like, yeah, back in the day, I mean, in the 1900 to 1920 was a very nice period for anything that is architectural. So they had the wonderful time called Jugendstil, and it has different words. It's called Art Nouveau Jugendstil, and also it's called Modernisme in Spanish. So it has different names in different languages, but it's all the same. Oh, look at this tiny little dog. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. So yeah, it's really nice to just see that, because the sun is glistening there on the water, and that looks really sweet. I love that. Finally some sun after a long winter here in Vienna. So yeah, I'm gonna show you around a bit more. What else can I tell you? Not much happening here. I mean, my life personally is very boring. Of course, because I don't do much else than walk through nature and do some live streams. But yeah, you develop your character with that. I mean, you have a lot of possibility to go inward and to think about your personal experience here in this matrix plane, where you are basically thrown in, and then you're like a little figure on a chessboard, and you have no idea how the game even works. And when you come here, you don't only have any idea where you are or what you're doing here, you also have no form of defending yourself. You don't have any teeth, no claws, you have nothing. So you come here empty-handed and you also go out empty-handed. So here you see Johann Strauss. Mr. Johann Strauss, very famous musician here in Austria. And yeah, this is his memorial here. It is beautiful and people like to take photos. It's really nice. But I mean, this is a bit creepy, this here. Look at that face. I mean, how creepy is that? I'd rather look at him. So yeah, and there are often some little events going on in that pavilion over there. And let's walk towards there. So yeah, this whole thing is very nice, but there are a lot of people. So if you want to have a more quiet walk through the city, you better go in the mornings. But in the mornings, of course, it's cold. So you have to be very well dressed if you want to go out in the mornings. And today was one of the days where we have actually sun in the morning. That means even when the sun is rising in winter, you don't see it because it's hidden behind clouds. But when the sun is rising on such a day like today, then you have already at the very start, you have sun. And this is really nice to wake up and see the sun. So, who is in the chat? Somebody said Hallo. Wer ist das? Jetzt muss ich mal lesen. Eine Sekunde. MS Sternchen 1983. Also wenn das dein Geburtsdatum ist, ich bin 1980. So if I don't know when you guys are born or where you guys are from, you can write it to me in the chat. I like to see where you are watching from and what you're doing right now. Du bist die Beste, sagt sie. You're the best. Thank you. That was Medusa, she said. Really? I don't know. I have no idea because I didn't study archaeology or anything. So of buildings and statues, I have no idea whatsoever. I just read what it says on them and that's it. And then it's over. Then my knowledge ends. Then I have to ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT is often hallucinating. So I show you here what is in front of me. That is the Raiffeisen building. Raiffeisen is a bank. So this is a central bank building, Raiffeisen International. And behind there you have the Hilton Hotel. So the Hilton is there and the Intercontinental Hotel is there. So you basically stand here between two hotels. And yeah, what shall I tell you? So I did some photos yesterday on the rooftop of our house. And yeah, the problem is that there are so many trees, you always have the shadow of the tree trunk anywhere, either in your face, or it goes through your body, or it goes through your legs. So it just doesn't turn out so well. So in order to have good photos, I will probably have to go elsewhere, and also to a place where there is less people. So let me know what you are doing, if you're just at school, or if you're sitting at home, and where you're watching from. I'm always curious to hear. At the moment, I think we got 4 people watching. It says 4. Yeah, 4. And we have 3 likes. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you. You can always like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's for free. It doesn't cost you a bit. And if you also click to the little bell button next to the subscription icon, then you can turn on the notifications. So that also helps the channel to grow. So yeah, where should we walk next? I mean, there is not much to show you right now because the trees are not blooming yet. Otherwise, I could show you where the nicest flowers are. We have magnolia trees, especially one very beautiful magnolia tree, which is right in front of the church next to the university. It's called, I think, Woodpecker, and there is, right in front of it, is a beautiful magnolia tree, which will soon start to bloom, and then we will go there. And also right behind over there on the other side of that little river, there is the headquarters of the city gardeners. And the city gardeners, they also have a nice magnolia tree in front of their house. So I also know where we have beautiful Wisteria sinensis growing, so I also like to walk there. One of the most beautiful Wisteria sinensis is growing in front of the Messehalle. So if you know where to go, then you can actually see beautiful colors and beautiful flowers here in Vienna. Unfortunately, many of the old trees have already died because some of them get sick, some of them get cut down because the people want to have garages for their cars. So they build new buildings, and then the trees are cut down because they don't want them to have the roots inside of the garage, of course. So sadly, they cut down a lot of old trees as well. And that's sad, but that's how things are in a late capitalist, patriarchic, completely bonkers society, right? So I have no idea if... oh, look at that, there's a little doggy. A little doggy. So yeah, I don't know if we decide to come here into this matrix, or if we are just thrown in here against our will. There are different theories about that. Some people speculate that we have chosen this life before, and we have chosen certain important points of our life before, the good and the bad. So for example, if you get married, if you get divorced, if you have kids and stuff like that. But other people say, we are here involuntarily. And some people even can remember their past lives and say, I can remember my past life and I am here absolutely involuntary. So I don't know which one to believe. What do you think? Do you think we come here and we decide to come here? Or do you think this is all just a huge prison, like a punishment or something? So I don't know, but it's definitely some kind of mind game. So even the physics is now, with quantum physics, they're now finding out that this whole thing, this reality we live in, is basically a game. It's a mind game. It's not real. It's it's just fake. Everything fake. So there we have another dog, cute dog. I'm gonna put my bag down now. Look, there's my shadow. There's my shadow. Do you want to see me ballet dancing? Ballet dancing. Ta-da! So yeah, playing with your own shadow, typically for me. So what else can I tell you? There's not much to say. In Vienna, it's so boring. All I can do is just sit around, see if the trees are already blooming, watch the people walk with their dogs here. So he seems very, very interested in everything, wants to sniff everything, but not much happening here. So yeah, what's new in your life? Tell me in the chat. If you don't chat with me, I have no questions to answer. So tell me, what are you doing? What are you thinking? What is concerning you at the moment? What makes you worry? What makes you happy? So I'm here to listen, and I have all day. Just imagine it's Friday and I have all day, and it's sunny and it's nice. So yeah, shall we go for a little walk again? I mean, the air is just worse if we walk that way. If we walk into the city, the air is worse, and there will be more people and more traffic, so more loudness involved. Um, so I'd rather stay here in this little park with you guys. So we still have 4 people watching, but nobody says anything. Now it's 5. Now it's 5. So let's walk again a little bit. Oh, let me pick up my bag here. Oh, dang. Ah. Okay, so what else did I do this week? Today I went to yoga in the morning at 8 a.m. Yoga class was absolutely nice, but also exhausting, of course. So here we see the backside of the Johann Strauss. This is the Johann Strauss over there. And that's another hotel over there. In the back you see the Marriott. So that is this one. And yeah, yoga class was nice this morning. But as you know, as I have 200 euros less this for the future each month, I have to think about if I should stop doing yoga. The only cheaper thing is that I pay 30 euros less each month, but 30 euros less will give me access to 1 yoga class per week. But on the other hand, it's only 30 euros saved. So 30 euros saved is not even close to the 200 euros that I actually have to somewhere find to save. So yeah, what I really need is still the same thing that I've been needing for the past 10 years, which is a lottery win. So there is this lady here. I have no idea who she is. Who is this lady here? I don't know. Some kind of lady. So what else can I tell you? Apart from the photo story where the photographer didn't show up and doing yoga this morning. This is one of the oldest trees. This one. It's so funny because it's growing so close to the ground, and people are actually not allowed to sit on it. And as you can see, the people are sitting everywhere enjoying the sun. So yeah, let's walk over there towards the city a little bit. So this is a nice day to take a walk through Vienna. The only thing that is really getting on my nerves is that there are so many people. So here you've got another guy, Mr. Robert Stolz you have here. What does it say here? I'll try to... he says something about melodies, about music. So, yeah. And here is a little weather station, that thing. So it basically tells you how much air pressure you got and stuff. So before people had iPhones that tell them what's the temperature and everything, they had to look up on that one. So this is really cute, no? It has a clock on top, you can see there, and then lower it tells you the temperature and the air pressure and everything. So yeah, we're back at the lake because this park is very tiny. And the swans are obviously done with their bath, and now they're just trying to dry the feathers. And somebody is taking photos of the swan over there. I wouldn't touch the swan because the swan can get very angry. The swan can bite you. So, and there are the ducks. Ducks are happy too. I don't know what this crow is doing here. Maybe burying some bodies or something, I don't know. So let's go see what else is there. So over there we have Hans Makart. Who the heck is Hans Makart? I have no idea. He definitely looks like he thinks a lot of himself. Oh, look at this little guy. Isn't that cute? Oh, so süß. At a very slow pace, very slow pace. So this is Hans Makart. I have no idea what he did, but we can see something with painting here. So maybe he was an artist, maybe he was painting, because there is a symbol of painting there. So yeah, what else is there? Ooh, I have to change the arm of filming because my arm is already hurting. So, yeah, it's now already half an hour of this live stream, and we have, I think, only 2 people watching right now. So maybe you don't like this park. And here is the entrance towards the city. So over there you can see the tower over there of the church that is already Stephansdom, I think. So that is nice. And where are you people watching from? You're not telling me anything in the chat. You're not telling me where you're from, what you're doing. So if you don't interact with me, I can't answer. But maybe it's just the internet. Maybe the internet here is so bad that all of the questions you have are not coming through in the chat. I don't know. So I can hear that somewhere over here there is a woodpecker, because I heard one. I heard one working on the tree, but I can't really see it. Did you hear that? I don't know if you heard that. There is one, but I don't see. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Look, look, look. There, that's the woodpecker here. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Look. There's the woodpecker. He's working on the tree. The poor guy. He's trying his best to build a nest. So yeah, that's the woodpecker at work. Go woodpecker, do your nest. So yeah, that's the woodpecker. Another bird of Stadtpark. So now we're going around back to the lake, back to the tiny little lake. Can't really call this a lake, right? It's more like a lot of dirt flowing in here. So yeah, how do you like Stadtpark so far? It's a sunny day here at Stadtpark, and everybody's up and running. The squirrels and the pigeons and everyone. So yeah. Ooh. Look at that. Oh. Now we're gonna search for the squirrel again, but I don't see it so far. It was somewhere around here, looking for the nuts that it has buried last autumn and winter. So let's see if we find it. There are the lovelocks again. Paul and Paula, whoever that is. And here we have Josefa and Andreas 2024. And there are some lovelocks too down there at the very bottom. You can see the name Tina. So, Squirrel seems to be gone. I don't see it anymore. Ah, there is a kid doing the how do you call that, Seifenblasen, the bubbles, the soap bubbles. And there are the workers who take care of nature out here. They have to take care that all the trees are cut and the grass is cut and everything is nice. So they're working a lot here. And the next one is coming too. They're doing little rounds here like a dance. Oh, and there's another doggy. Another doggy. Another doggy. So yeah. And there you can see that's a tree which is called Zürgelbaum. I have no idea what this is. Zürgelbaum. Celtis occidentalis. Okay. If that's your name, then that's your name. So, what else do we have here? Oh, I like these trees. These trees I like. What does it say here about the tree? Stadtbaum Boden, it says. And then this baum is a dendrometer. Okay, so they're measuring how big the tree is and how much it grows. So it says you can measure me here on this tree. So there is a measurement here. Let me just see if I understand that. And it says here is that 80? 80? I don't know. So I think this is the meters. No, I have no idea. I don't know how this works. Is this 90 centimeters? Is this 90 centimeters? I don't understand this. Anyway, they use this tree to see how trees grow and how fast they grow. So yeah, very nice. So 5 people watching, that means I have to ask you. Let me know where you're watching from. Are you watching from Austria, watching from Germany? Where are you watching from? Tell me in the comments and tell me what is your name and what do you like and what is one of the things you think about. So the chat lives off of your comments. So I also can answer questions if you like. You can ask me anything you like, but I can't promise you that I have an answer. I can just guess in some cases, but oh, look at that. Over there we have a dog that is only pretending to be a dog, but is more like a tiny little puffy something. I don't know. So here we have the plan of Stadtpark so that you see what this park is looking like. So there we had this little lake, tiny lake, and over there is the pavilion for the events, which is called Kursalon. So this is where we are. So guys, it has been already, how long have we been talking here? 40 minutes we have been talking here, and I still can't see any big reactions in the chat from you. I'm going to show you the corner here because there is a famous cafe which is called Café Brückel. It's very famous because it's old. So here is the flower store, and then we have over here is Café Brückel. So you can see this is one of the oldest cafes here in Vienna. It's very famous. So if you like the charms of the old Vienna, then you probably will go here. But yeah, it's super, super loud at this crossing because we're in the center of the city and there's a lot going on. Oh dear. Every day the sirens. So yeah. And what else do we have here? I'll show you the flowers. That's nicer. Something nicer. You see here some nice little flowers. And the bees are also here finding some food here. The bees really like that. So isn't that beautiful, huh? And it smells so good. I wish I could show you how good that smells here. Look at that. This is so beautiful. Look at how nice this is. Oh, this is Flieder. And the roses and everything. So nice. So let's go back. Yeah. So that was a short excursion to the loud and busy city. But now we're fleeing back into the park, escaping from the loudness of the cars in the city and taking a walk through here. So, I don't know about you guys, but I think the people who wake up are still so few that this world cannot be saved, not at all. Because people just don't wake up. They still walk to the elections and think that somebody's going to come save them, some kind of politician. And if they don't think that some kind of politician is going to come save them, then they think some kind of other person is going to come save them, like, I don't know, somebody holy or somebody who's reborn or so. But in reality, that's not going to happen. So people just don't really wake up. And also they're still very closed up about certain topics they still don't talk about. So if you try to talk about them, they will shut you down, and there's still so much you can't say, and this is one of the things that gets on my nerves the most in society, that there are so many things, so many truths you're not allowed to say just because everybody's running from the truth, as if the truth was bad or something. I do understand that the truth is unpleasant, but it's not bad in the sense of evil or so. So yeah, all of these lies and such on which this card house of a society is built are just very boring to me, and they keep repeating, everything keeps repeating, nothing ever changes. Why don't we do some big change? Like, for example, let's celebrate Christmas in July, or let's celebrate, I don't know, let's celebrate not only Christmas in July, but also maybe Easter in November. Let's do something else, because this whole thing is so boring with all of the stuff that keeps repeating and nothing ever changes. It gets on my nerves, man. It's so boring. So, what else do we have here? There's a whole colony of birds behind me, a flock of pigeons. And now we're back at the lake, and ducks still are happy. Now let's see. 3 people watching. 3 people watching, but nobody talking. Now let's sit down maybe a bit because it's very heavy. So. Ich quetsche mich da mal durch, Dankeschön. So. Oh, look at that. Oh, nice. That's much nicer. So, let's watch the ducks for a while, no? They're nice. Oh, nice. So guys, let me know where you're watching from, what you're doing. This is just a nice day in Vienna today. It's Friday. I think it's the 27th of February 2026. And we're here at the Stadtpark Vienna, Vienna in Austria, Europe. So we're just watching the ducks here, and over there in the back are the swans on the other side, because obviously somebody might have some food for them or something. So they keep begging for food if they see somebody with food. So I'm back here with the ducks. So guys, what else can I tell you? The swans. I love the swans because they're so beautiful when they put their hands aside their wings and then they flap the wings. It's so nice. They're so beautiful, majestic birds they are. So somebody's sitting back there at the tiny waterfall, enjoying the sun. And these two are obviously a couple. Obviously a couple. And yeah. So, what are you doing, guys, today with this nice little Friday? There are so many people jogging here and feeding the ducks. Actually, feeding the birds is illegal, but I mean, many of the tourists, they just don't know, so it's being tolerated. And to me, it doesn't matter. So if you're a tourist and you come here and you feed the birds, I don't care. Also, I don't care for the dogs. My mother is really about the dogs. She doesn't like them in the city and stuff because they leave behind so much dirt and the owners don't pick it up. But to me, who cares? I mean, I got used to all of that. So, yeah. The ducks are still cleaning themselves here. And we are already at 47 minutes of this live stream. 47 minutes. And time passes really slow today, I have the feeling. So this swan is really sweet. He's actually not biting or something. He's just looking at the couple here. You know, it's dangerous for the swans to be so used to humans because some humans are not nice. And there were actually a lot of reports during the Rona days that these beautiful birds, majestic birds, have been killed. And it's so sad, you know, that these birds, they don't know that humans can be evil. So they trust them and they just go close. Ooh, now look at this guy. He's starting the real washing time now. So this is a young swan over there with the kids, a very young one. And that seems to be the parent. The poor duck hoping that I have some food, but I don't. I have no food. No. So guys, what are you doing? What are you doing? I am bored. So let's look at the ducks here again. So we've got 4 people watching. To the 4 people who are watching, tell me where you are watching from in the chat. The chat is open actually, and I haven't seen anyone writing. I haven't seen anyone writing. Ooh, and somebody next to me gets a birthday gift. Obviously. So.
Oh, geil. Die benutzen davon habe ich so viele. I love those. Of course. Ich war so, ich bring viel heute mit. Ja. Weil ich weiß ja nicht, wann wir uns dann sehen. Aber wenn du was sagst, sag Bescheid. Mach ich. Ja, also raus. Ich habe noch die ganze Schachtel.
Okay, guys, let's take a little bit of a walk again because I'm starting to feel very cold here in the shade. So I will take the camera, go for a little walk. Let me see. Ich quetsche mich mal wieder. So. Okay, guys, let's walk back through the city. There is not much to see here apart from the birds. Not much to do. And yeah, as I said, in the sun it's warm, in the shade it's very, very cold. Very cold. Ooh. Somebody's skating on a roller skate. So here is my shadow. Hello, hello, hello. That's the tree where the woodpecker is inside. And here we've got Franz Schubert. Franz Schubert. Everybody knows that guy. I even played his songs when I was a kid. I was doing piano lessons and I played his songs in Wiener Neudorf in Lower Austria. So yeah, that's good old Franz. He already has this horror here behind it. What else do we have here? The little buddy here is doing his dog business. And otherwise, we've got a lot of visitors here trying to get some fresh air. Or some people are trying to smoke a cigarette. So now we're going all the way back. And I can see it's only one person watching right now. Only one watching. Also, by the way, in the chat you can use the little emoticons. There are little hearts which you can let fly through the picture, and there are also little clap hands and everything. So use that. And of course you can like the video and subscribe. So, kids, I'm tired already. I'm so tired. And also I gotta pee. So, let's find a way back there. It's already 54 minutes, so almost an hour that we've been talking here. And let's walk through this whole thing. Oh, look at that nice tree over there. Isn't that funny? That old tree. So nice. So, yeah, this is the Hilton Hotel from the side angle from the Hilton. And over there is the bank, the Raiffeisen, which is a bank building. Very big one. And this is a museum. It's called MAK, Museum für angewandte Kunst, which is Museum for Applied Arts. So this is the way back out of this whole park. And then over there is a, okay, maybe there is a demonstration or something coming, because normally when the cops are standing here, then there is a demonstration coming. So demonstration walks are often in the weekends, because then there is not so much traffic. And here there is coffee, and here you can see the river again. This is the Wien Fluss. So, and here we're back with Konditorei Oberla. This one is really great. So if you want to have the best cake of your life, you go to Konditorei Oberla, because they have great cakes, great sweets, everything that you want to have, you can get there. So let's walk over here because it's green light. And yeah, this is Konditorei Oberla, very, very nice for cakes. And it's right in front of the Hilton Hotel. So, but of course for Hilton you need a lot of money. I mean, it's not the cheapest hotel. So now we're walking towards a place which is called Wien Mitte. And it's basically a station where you can both find the trains which are going outside of Vienna, which are reaching the suburbs. And also you can find the tube here, and there is a tiny mall. It's not a big one, but it's a mall. And it has several shops and restaurants, so it's really nice. But of course, it's still a, how do you say it? It's still a station, and the station is always very busy. Oh, and somebody was collecting the empty tins, because you get money for them. For this you get 25 cents each if you bring them back to the supermarket, which is what she's probably doing right here. So here we are at Wien Mitte, and there is also here at Wien Mitte there is a train which is called Makart, which is going towards the airport. And that's really practical, because this airport train is only needing 15 to 20 minutes to get out there non-stop. So it's really nice. So, and also we have a cinema in here. So it's called the Village Cinema Wien Mitte. So if you ever want to go visit the movies, then here is a nice place to go. And also this is the second part of the mall, where you also inside there you find a Thalia, which is a bookstore. And they also have a part in the first floor which is for English books. So if you like to take a look at English books and sit down and take a look inside a bit, you can do that here in Thalia. And that's the big mall I was talking about. That's Wien Mitte, the mall. It's quite well visited, so there are a lot of people. And where we're going now is towards Starbucks. Over there is Starbucks, and also a Vapiano. So if you like Italian food, then you go to this Vapiano here. They do pizza and pasta and everything. And there is a colony of birds living up here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a colony of pigeons living here. So if you walk down there, you have to be careful that they don't leave some presents on your head, if you know what I mean. And this is the Starbucks here, Starbucks Invalidenstraße. And then we're walking towards Landstraße, Hauptstraße. So this is a main road, Landstraße, Hauptstraße. And we are walking towards the direction south. So there is south. And this is one of the areas that they want to make more pretty within the next 10 years. So the city has already planned to plant more trees and to make the whole area much nicer, which is of course going to make the apartments more expensive, because this is an inner city space. It's in the 3rd district, and it's very sought after. The apartments are sought after, so it's very hard to actually afford an apartment here in this area close to the mall. So we are in Vienna Landstraße now, and this is Landstraße, Hauptstraße. And as you can see, it's super, super busy. There are many shops. And here's another entrance towards the sub train, the tube, subway. And yeah, now there is only shade, but up there at Rochusplatz there is more sun. So let's see how far we can get before I'm actually out of breath. So right now I'm walking a little bit upward and I'm trying to go as fast as I can with you guys here. So we have 5 people watching, I think. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you're doing. And give me a shout out here in the chat. And yeah, I think I will go there because I don't want to wait at the traffic light. That's too boring. So now we're walking into the 3rd district. This is the living area in the 3rd district. And as you can see, we've got nice flowers here and everything. And yeah, so there is a lot of restaurants. There's an Asian restaurant over there. So about food, you find everything in Vienna. If you like Thai or Chinese or Italian or whatever food you like, you will find it here. And ooh, we've got 7 people watching. How nice. So let's see what's going on. I mean, this is the 3rd district, and you can see there are partly old buildings and partly new ones. This person up there has the entire balcony looks like a big, how do you say that, a jungle actually, because it's very much overgrown. But some people like this. And so we're walking in an alley now, which is called Gärtnergasse. And we are in the 3rd district of Vienna. And this is actually a really nice part of Vienna. So the reason why the apartments are sought after so much is because you are very easily in the center of the city. So you can actually walk by foot from here towards the city center. You would need about 20 minutes and you are at Stephansplatz. So that's why the apartments here are super expensive. And as you can see, the houses are mostly in very good shape, especially houses like these, which are super beautiful. So these old houses, when they are renovated, they look really nice. So I love to take, when you walk in Vienna, yes, of course, you have to also look at your feet. Why? Because otherwise you step into dog shit. But also you have the possibility to look upward and then you see the beautiful houses like these. So I'm just gonna, it's okay, go. So I'm just gonna show you what these balconies look like here, because they're really nice. Now, this one is one of the hipster cafes called Goldstück. And here is a restaurant which I really can recommend. It's called Hitomi. It's really nice because the price you pay is very low for the fact that you get really, really good food. I have to tell you that. And then over there is the Sofien Säle building. We will reach it in about 2 minutes. And Sofien Säle, this building has had many, many times of fire. So throughout history, I don't know if it has burnt 3 times or 4 times. I don't know. You would have to look that up on the internet. But Sofien Säle has been burning a lot. So there must be some kind of bad juju in that building, because why else would it always burn in that building? So I don't really trust that building. I also don't like it from the inside. When you walk inside, it's already, the energy is very oppressive and very dark. So I don't like Sofien Säle very much. I don't go there a lot. But it's this building right here. there is not only a fitness center, there's also a hotel inside, which is called Sophie, and also a restaurant and stuff. But this hotel has always creeped me out. I have seen that they have a room in there, in this hotel, which is accessible for everyone. And in this room, there is basically, it's completely dark and it's completely without sound getting inside or outside. So the thing in this room is sensory deprivation. And to me, that is creepy, no? Sensory deprivation, that sounds super creepy. So I said, no, I'm not going in there. So yeah, that's Sofien Säle, as I told you. You can also see it here. Sofien Säle, so that is the one that has burnt a few times. And here's an Indian restaurant. This one I can actually recommend because it's really good. So yeah, what else do we have here? A lot of noise going on. And I mean, yeah, these buildings are the ugly side of Vienna's third district. But hey, at least we've got here on the ground some beautiful flowers. Just look at that. Somebody has actually made the effort and put flowers in here, and you know, also the watering system is there. So that's what I like. They at least try to make the city look a little bit nicer. And then here we have these very ugly buildings from the 70s and stuff. They are not so nice. But yeah, we've got better buildings here in the third district as well. So as we have been talking for an hour now, I think that I'm gonna end this live stream now. I think you've seen a little bit of the city, and you were not talking too much today, you guys. You were not asking me any questions. You were not participating much in the chat. I don't know why. But definitely I will come to an end with this live stream because it's already 67 minutes that we've been talking here. And I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good day. And that you spend your time with your loved ones, with your pets, with your family. And that you have a good day. And may the Lord Jesus Christ be with you. And may everything turn out well for you. So I wish you a very nice day. Bye bye.